morning children, and welcome back to our online class. See here, class 3 science, chapter number 4, animals, common insect, and today's date 28/8/2020. Right? So in the previous class I had given you the answers of section number 1. That is all the short answers like section number 1. Number A, name the following. Number B, choose the correct option. Number C, true or false. Number D, choose the correct answer, as well as that match the following that you have to do only in the book, right? So today we are going to do section number 2, number F, very short answer question. Short answer question. Now see, briefly describe number 1, okay? Briefly describe the body parts of an insect. We know that the insect, they have 3 parts. Do you remember those 3 parts? Head, thorax and abdomen, right? So answer over here should be that an insect body is divided into how many parts? 3 parts: head, thorax and your abdomen, right children? Okay, see the next question, question number 2. What is the role of antenne on the insect head? We know that antenne, right, it is present on the head of the insect. So what is its role? What is this antenne meant for? Why is it needed? See, insects have antenne on their head, with the help of which they can smell and feel. This antenne is present on the insect's head in order to smell and feel the things around them, right? Okay. Next, a caterpillar becomes a pupa. How this caterpillar becomes a pupa? Do you remember that life cycle of a butterfly? Do you remember? If you remember, you can write this answer. You can give this answer very easily. The thing is that this caterpillar becomes pupa. Yes or no? Yes. How? By shedding its skin. Now you can say this answer. A caterpillar becomes a pupa by shedding its skin, right? How this caterpillar becomes pupa? It becomes pupa by shedding its skin, by removing the skin. Shedding means removing, okay? Next, what are social insects? Give any 3 examples. Okay. Some insects, they live together in the groups or colonies, right? We know this, we have learned this. Some insects live together in a groups or in colonies. They are called the social insect. Examples are bee, wasps and ant. We see them, bee. We don't see bee, one bee only roaming here and there. We see a group of bees. They are together and they are moving from one place to another in search of food and shelter, right? In the same way we see ant. They are in the groups, lines, okay, and as well as the wasps also, right children? Next, why do honeybee prefer living in the gardens and the orchards? Now we know that this honeybee, they are what? The nectar collector. They are collecting the juice from the flowers. And where do we find the flowers usually? We find the flowers in the gardens as well as in the orchards, where we plant more and more trees. Yes or no? So in the same way, why do you see these honeybees around there? Because to collect the nectar from the flower. So let us read this question answer. Honeybee prefer living in the gardens and the orchards because they suck the nectar from the flowers, right? The same thing I told you. Yes or no children? Same thing I have said you, that they are the nectar collector from the flowers. They collect the juice, so they are seen in the gardens and the orchards collecting the nectars, right? Okay, see one question, question number 6. I have made a cross here, okay? How do cockroach harm us? I have crossed this, okay? Don't do this question, just leave it, exclude it, right children? Okay, now let us come to the next topic, that is the long answer question, right? Long answer question. Number 1 question says that what do you understand by the life cycle of an insect? What do you understand by the life cycle of an insect? Explain the various stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. First of all, we will talk about what is the life cycle of an insect. Then we will talk about the various stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, first of all, most insects pass through the different stages in their life. Okay, many insects, they have to pass through the different stages in their life. These stages together forms the life cycle of an insect, right? So what is the life cycle of an insect? That the most insects pass through the different stages in their life, and these stages together forms the life cycle of an insect. Now we will talk about the life cycle of butterfly. The life cycle of a butterfly states that number 1, a butterfly lays the egg. Okay, the adult butterfly, what they do, they lay eggs. Then the eggs hatches into a caterpillar. That eggs with the adult butterfly, they lay the egg. That eggs, what they do, they hatch and they turn into a caterpillar. And then the caterpillar sheds its skin and becomes what? Pupa. Then the pupa develops into a butterfly, and then it becomes an adult butterfly. Again, this adult butterfly, what they will do? They will lay egg. In the same way, these eggs will be hatched and they will turn into a caterpillar. That caterpillar will become again pupa by shedding its skin. That pupa will become what? Butterfly. Then that butterfly will become adult butterfly. Then again they will lay egg. Like this, the life cycle of a butterfly is going on and on. Understood, children? Okay. Now we'll talk about, write in details, where can we find the ants? Do you remember where we find the ants? We find ants both outside our house also as well as inside our house also. Right, children? How? Now let us see. Let us see how ants can be found within and outside our homes, as they prefer eating what? Sweets, bread and other cooked foods. Okay. Within the house means what? Where we find the ants inside our house. Within the house, they are found behind the doors and the window frames, beneath the carpets, etc. We see this ant where? Behind the doors, behind the doors, the window frames, beneath the carpet, means we have carpets, at home. They will be hiding themselves under that carpets. Okay. Now when you talk about outdoor of the house, means outside of the house, they are found in the flower pots, on the open grounds, and sometimes even in the damp wood. Where the woods are left for a longer period of time, that wood becomes damp. We see these ants in that damp woods also. Right? Okay. Next we talk about question number 3. List any 4 insects that can harm us. Any 4 insects that can harm us. When these insects bite us, or when they spread the disease, we get many kind of troubles, many diseases, many sickness. We may even die also due to some sickness, right? So there are some dangerous insects that can harm us. So let us read what are they? The 4 insects, okay? The 4 insects that can harm us are: number 1, ants, okay? Number 2, bee. Number 3, wasps. And number 4, mosquito. Mosquito, malaria, dengue, etc. Okay? Then wasps, they may swell that affected area. Bee, the same thing. They will also affect the area. Okay? They will also damage our skins and all. And when they bite us, it becomes very red. And they sometimes what they do, they create some itchiness in our body parts wherever they bite us, as well as they create lots and lots of pain in our body, right? Okay. Next, number 4, write any 3 remedies of the insect bite. Write any 3 remedies means what? What are the things that we have to do when we are bitten by the insect? What are the things that we do? That we have to do. The 3 remedies of insect bite are, when the insect bites us, what we have to do? Point number 1, place an ice pack over the affected area. Wherever that insect has bitten you, what you do? You put the ice over there. Okay, you take ice and rub wherever that insect has bitten you. Okay, this is point number 1. Point number 2, take an anti-allergic medicine. When you are bitten by this any kind of insect, dangerous insect or harmful insect, what you do? You take an anti-allergic medicine. That means what? That will not give you allergy and that will not create more problem to your body health. Right, children? Then point number 3, use calamine lotion over the affected area. Now this is also one of the remedies or one of the solution, one of the things that we should do when we are bitten by any insect. This calamine lotion, it is a very good medicine that whenever we are bitten by any insect, maybe harmful or anything, okay, just apply this lotion on that affected area, you will feel more relief. Right, children? Okay. Okay. Now, last question of your chapter is, what are the preventive measures to avoid the harmful insects? Now, what are the preventive measures to avoid the harmful insect? This means what? What are the things that we have to do in order to stay away from these insects and be safe from any kind of danger? What are the things that we have to do? Okay. The preventive measures are, okay, the preventive measures to be safe are, number 1, always keep our surroundings clean. Always keep our surroundings clean means what? Never keep your surrounding dirty, because dirtiness will create more insects. They invite the insects. They gives invitation to the mosquitoes, which may even brings germs along with them, which will be flying over to your houses also, as well as when they come and sit on your food, that food will be spoiled, and if you take in that food, you may be in some kind of problem. So if you keep your surroundings clean, you will be safe from any kind of disease. Right? So point number 1 says that keep our surroundings clean. Right? Point number 2. Point number 2 says that always wear a long sleeved shirts and keep our body covered. See, it is a long sleeved covered body. Right? Dress in such a way that your body parts are hidden with your clothes. So whenever these mosquitoes or any kinds of insects comes and sits there, you can make them away from your body. Alright? Point number 3. Apply insect repellent creams while going out. When you are going out of your house, what you should do? You should apply the insect repellent. Like example, I will give you Odomus. Right? Apply Odomus on your body and then you go out. None of the insect will be on your body. Right? Next, be careful if you are going in the garden of your house. Why? Because we know the gardens and the orchards are the house or the invitation for the bee and wasps, because they collect the nectars from there, they collect the food from the flowers, juice from the flowers. So if we tease them, what happens? They will come and bite us. Right? That will create more danger to our health. Okay. Last, point number 5. Do not tease the insects and remain calm until they go away. Now, when we are going to the gardens or when we are sitting in our houses and all, okay, these bees or wasps, they are roaming from one place to another in search of food, shelter, right? So when they are coming, let them come. Don't tease them, don't do anything to them. Just you wait, they will roam and then they will go alone outside. But if you tease them, they will come and sting to you, right? So these are the preventive measures that we should follow in order to stay safe and away from any kind of danger. So by this we completed our chapter, okay, chapter number 4, that is animals, common, insect. In that we all have done the question answer, short answer, long answer, everything whatever is given in the book we have done. So now it is your duty to complete your work and maintain your copy, right children? Okay, by this I conclude my today's class. Thank you.